get my trusty mic on here. Good morning. We have 20 minutes together this morning. This will be a seat-focused class. You're going to be on your mat basically the entire class. So get comfy, make sure you've got a really nice cushy spot, and we'll get started. As soon as I find our music. There she is. All right, I'm going to turn the music down just a smidge to make sure that you can absolutely hear my voice. Yay! Here we go. Go ahead and just take a step back. Take your feet to hips distance. Take a big inhale. And then dive yourselves forward. Walk your hands out so that you can find a comfortable down dog here. Take a deep bend in your right knee and shift your weight to your left. Take a deep bend in your left and shift your weight to your right. Transfer your weight side to side here. Feel that stretch through the backs of your hamstrings, through your calves. And go ahead and ground both heels. Take a big inhale and press your chest back a little bit more. Just enjoy this down dog to start class here. We're gonna flow, we're gonna get your heart rate up. But right now I want you to feel that openness and that stretch, especially through the front of your body. Now with intention, lift your heels, shift your weight forward. Maybe walk your hands out a little more so that your shoulders are stacked right over your wrists. You are in your high plank. You might need to wiggle around with your feet a little bit, getting those hips in line with your shoulders. Take a big inhale, get a little longer. Send the crown of your head away from you. On your next inhale, lift your hips high, shift back into that down dog. All the way back. Next inhale, come back to that long arm plank. Start to match this movement to your breath. Start to speed it up just a little bit, finding a true flow. We're all going to meet in a long arm plank after this next down dog. This is your last down dog of class. Enjoy it. Come back to that long arm plank and settle in here. On your inhale, I want you to send the crown of your head further away from you, your heels longer behind you. Lift your left toes up off of the mat. Squeeze your seat here to start, and just lift your leg. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We have 3 sets of seat work in this class today. This is just a warm-up. Yep. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold the squeeze. Bend your leg in half, flex your foot, and stamp this whole shape up, up, up. Warming up your hamstring. You have 6, 2, 1. Replace your left foot down. Take a reset of your long arm plank. Find more length out the sides of your body. Curl your rib cage in. Knit your hip bones together. Float your right toes up off the mat and find that lift. Lift, lift. Now where's your neck? Your neck is in line with your spine. Your gaze is straight down. Imagine that if you were going to smash your face into your mat, your thumbs would be framing your face. You're just looking straight down. Hold that squeeze of your right seat, flex your foot, bend your leg in half, stand it up, 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 up. You are finding your hamstring. Everything is firing here. Hips are level. Beautiful. Curl your foot in a little closer. Nice change. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to your long arm plank. Take a huge inhale, and on your exhale, slide down onto your forearms. Coming into your forearm plank. You are holding for a 10 count, and then we are layering on movement. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Slide your right hand towards your left wrist. Find that rotation to the left. Stack your feet. Actually, step your feet out a little bit wider so they're kind of on the edges of your mat. Lift up through your right side body. Send your fingertips all the way to the ceiling. Lift your hips. Lift, lift. We are going to turn this into a more seat-focused move, but I want you to find your obliques and your alignment here before we come into a clamshell. Yep. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze that light right seat. Hold it at the top. Send your fingers long, so your bicep and your left ear are connecting. Yep. We're gonna lower down in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send your right hip down, bend your legs in half, send knees in front of hips, float your left toes off the carpeting, and lift that knee up, down. Finding those clamshells. Now you already know what should be happening in the right side of your body. You have that same engagement of that right oblique that you did in that side plank. Float those toes up. You can always take your left hand to the outside of your left seat. Make sure that it's firing. Yeah, a little clamshell to start your morning. Happy Thursday. Yep. Hold the open and just pulse it out here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. You have 10. We're gonna gracefully come back to that forearm plank in 4, 3, 2, last one. Close your legs, come back onto your forearms, send your legs long behind you. Take a nice setup here. Take the moment to take a beautiful setup. Find that alignment, close your rib cage. Big inhale, and on your exhale, left hand comes over to right wrist. Now you're gonna get to look at the back of me here. Again, make sure your legs are out a little bit wider. You're on the edges of your feet. You're feeling that engagement of your left oblique as you pulse it up, up, up. Stay with it here. I'm gonna switch around so that I can face you guys. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze your left seat a little bit every time you find that lift. Lift. Hold it at the top. Send your arm long. Feel that length through your right side body. Lift your hips up a little higher. We're coming down for clamshell in 10. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto that left hip. Slide your knees in front of your hips. Elevate your toes and your heels and find that open and close. Open and close. You can check in with that left side body. Make sure you're not slumping down into that left shoulder. Maybe check in with the outside of your right seat. Make sure you're finding that engagement. Nice. Lift. Lift. Beautiful. Hold it at the top and just pulse, 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 pulse. Make sure you maintain that connection between your toes and your heels, your big toe and your heel. There you go. Lift, lift, lift. Looking good, looking really strong. Nice. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to that forearm plank just for a hold. We're gonna shift into all fours in 10. You have 4, 3, 2. Keep your knees where they are. Come up onto your palms. Now drop your knees just below your hips. Shift your weight back slightly. Maybe take your hands out a little further in front of you. Untuck your toes, press into your right shin. Send your left leg long and straight. You are in all fours. You're just finding a lift of your left seat and squeezing your seat. Lift, lift, lift. I don't know what you guys, but man, I'm sweating. This is a steamy morning here. Got my fan going in the back. Nice. What's happening with those hips? Take your right hand to your hips. Imagine that they are just little headlights shining down on your mat. We're gonna challenge your balance here. But first we're gonna come back and find your hamstring. Curl your left foot into your seat and stamp this whole shape up, up, Your left hip really wants to open up to the side. You're not gonna let it. You're gonna keep that weight shifted into the left side of your body. Your right hand is light. Right shin is stabilizing you. Yep. We're gonna come back to that long leg in 4, 3, 2, send your left leg long, point your toe, send your right fingertips long away from you, draw your right elbow into left knee, and shoot it out long. You can stay at a pull and pull, reach and reach count, or you can say pull, reach, whatever you want to do. If you take that single count option, I do not want to see you wiggling side to side. You are strong and you are stable. There's no wiggling. Now treat yourself here. Every time you pull your knee and elbow together, feel your abdominals really engage. They should be firing anyway to keep you stable, but that pulling in is going to actually activate your obliques and your entire abdominal wall. Enjoy it. Nice. Reach and pull. You had 2. Last reach. Hold it long. 10 little lifts to finish. Arm and leg, finding that contralateral back work here. 4, 3, 2, set everything down. Take a reset, press into that left shin, slide your right leg long, lift it all the way up to hip height, and squeeze your seat. Lift, lift. This is the end of being on your wrists today. I know this was wrist heavy. Now let that left shin really help you by pressing down into the top of your foot and your shin. It allows you to shift your weight even more over to the right. You want that weight in the right. That's the action. Finding that lift. Squeeze, squeeze. Find a little lightness in that left hand. Make sure that you've got most of your weight into that right hand, but you're back off of your wrist. You're shifted back. So it's not like in a traditional plank. Pull the lift, flex your foot, and curl your right foot into your seat and stamp that up, up, up. And again, this is when your hip wants to open up. You're not gonna let it. You're engaging your abdominals so deeply. Nice. You know we just have those pulls coming, and then I'm gonna give you a quick child's pose before we come for your 3rd set of seat work today. Who knew in 20 minutes, right? 10. Send your foot long, match it with your left hand, and find that pull and pull, that reach and reach. Elbow to knee, that squeeze of your abdominals as you pull your leg in, that squeeze of your seat as you send your leg long. It's in, send it out, in, all the way out. Nice, come back to those super stable hips. No rocking around. If you want to slow it down, slow it down. Yes. You guys look so good. I love it. You're keeping your low back super safe with those abdominals engaging and stabilizing you. Beautiful. Really send that hand long like you mean it. Like you're really reaching for something. Nice. Here you go, hold it on the length. We take those 10 little lifts. A child's pose is coming up for you in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and get off those wrists. Send your hips long. Go ahead and plant your elbows down. Circle out your wrists. Maybe press into the backs of your hands. Should feel great. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Cross your ankles and send your feet long. We're coming down onto our backs. We are finishing with back dancing. Plant your feet directly under your knees and then turn your toes out and glue your heels together. Narrow V your feet. Take a gentle little lift up of your seat. Stop at about an inch or two off of the mat. Engage your abdominals. Inhale, close your rib cage. Exhale, lift up through your pelvic floor. Hang on to that lift and squeeze your seat. Just squeeze, squeeze. Now, if you can see me, it looks like I'm barely moving. That's because I am barely moving. All about finding that engagement of your seat, your abdominals, helping you here. Keeping your pelvic floor fully engaged here. Now, I like to robot my arms, meaning I plant my elbows down, fingertips up. I feel like it helps me stay a little bit more in my seat, keeps my abdominals a little more engaged. Lift, lift, lift. This is it, girls. Home stretch. We're gonna find a full range of motion. Lift those hips all the way up to the ceiling in 10. Find that extra squeeze of your heels as you take your hips all the way up, down for a tap. All the way up, tap, up, tap. Now, if this is too much for your hamstrings at any point, you can always walk your feet outside your hip line. Turn your toes to 11 and 1. You'll get the same benefits of the seat work, but you'll miss out on a little bit of that extra hamstring base of your seat connection. And that's really what gives you that nice lifted seat. So find it all the way up, all the way down. Really tap up, take a tap down. Tap it all the way up, take a tap down. We're gonna hold it at the top in 8. Stay with me here, all the way. Like you mean it. That's it. Yep. Love those robot arms. Last 3. We're gonna hold it at the top in 2. In 1, hold it all the way at the top. Take a big inhale, lift your hips up even higher. Oh yeah, that's it. Just your shoulder blades are down on the carpeting. That's how high your hips are. From here, I want you to lift, lift. I like to cue this as tight, tighter, tightest. Tight, tighter, tightest. You're layering on contraction on top of contraction here. We're gonna get into that outside edge of your seat. Hold it at the top. Squeeze the outside edge of your seat and press your outer thighs back, back, back. So your knees are super wide. Your heels are squeezing together like crazy. Your abdominals are engaged, helping to keep your hips nice and high here. Press, 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 press. Hold that press and start to swing your hips left, right, left, right. We finished. This is truly back dancing, right? Little Thursday morning dance party. This is it. We're just gonna swing it out until we get to our stretch. Yep, left, right, left, right. Now my hips always wanna start to drop when I do this. I've gotta really focus on hanging onto that lift. Yep, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep it going. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Layer it all down. Lower all the way down to the carpeting and find your happy baby pose here. Grab onto the outside edges of your feet. Ground your tailbone and really take a wide straddle here. You can send your legs long. You can stay with them bent. Wherever you are, just rock a little side to side. You did it. You made the time for yourself. You got up, you put on your sticky socks, you went to your mat. Let's find a supine figure 4. We'll start on the right. Right ankle, just above your right knee. Press your right knee back. Left leg can go long. Flex your foot. Take a little side to side wiggle here. You can use your right elbow to press out on your right knee. Send both legs long. Grab on behind your calves, take a nice hamstring stretch, point and flex your toes. Let's find our figure 4 stretch on the left. Left ankle over right knee. Press your left knee away. Slide your hand in between your legs and find your thigh. Find a little rock side to side. Really flex your toes. You'll feel this more deeply in the outside edge of your seat, in your hip. Now slide your left knee right over your right. Hands can come out to a T. Let your legs fly over to the right. Maybe you try and press a little bit on the top leg. Ground your left shoulder. Take your gaze to your left. Feel that stretch all through your left side body. If you want an IT band release, you can send your top leg long and crawl your fingers down towards your ankle. No rush. Stay right here. Big, big inhale. And exhale. Carefully, with bent legs, come back through center. Cross your right knee over your left and let your legs fall to the left. You take your hand to your top leg. Maybe press down as you send your gaze to the right. Try and ground that right shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale. If you took that IT band stretch on the other side, try and take that here just to even out your sides. And carefully come back through center. Send your legs long on your mat. Take your hands overhead and find a super big good morning stretch. Toes far away from fingertips. And then let your hands come down by your sides. Let your feet just flop out to the side and take a moment to find one big inhale. Let your belly be soft. Thank yourself for the huge effort that you made this morning. Exhale, blow it all out. Take this energy out into your day. Thanks for starting your Thursday morning with me.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thank you, Deb. Have a great day.
And you.